So, talking about the Youth Development League, we're no strangers to change at the Youth Development League. We were one of the first leagues to equalise the events for male and female, put the male and female together. We introduced new events for under 13s, the 75 metres and 150 metres, for example, and putting extra throws in. As a result of that, the timetable is long, and because we're spread out nationally, travel times tend to be long. That's just one of the things that we're challenged with, and it's going to be a struggle to really resolve that. But as a result of some of the changes that we're making with the age groups, I think we're going to find that we're a much better league and more adept. So, first of all, the objectives of the league, and these haven't changed for a few years, and neither will they, apart from the under 15 and under 13 and under 20, under 17. So we are moving to the new age groups. We made that decision at our committee meeting before the AGM, and we took it to the AGM, and it was passed unanimously. There was no dissenters, there were a couple of abstentions, but it was passed unanimously, and people were generally quite positive about the change. We did that this year because that gives us a full 18 months then to implement the changes. So what we'll be looking at from the AGM going through to the summer is looking at the timetables and how we can offer it and deliver that league, because once we get into the summer, the officers are so busy running the league that there's probably not much time to do that. So we've got to rewrite the constitution, we've got to rewrite the rules, and we've got to come up with a competition format. The reason we're not changing the strategy or the vision or the objectives or whatever you want to call them is we still think that that's relevant. And I'm quite a John Lennon fan, and there's a song by John Lennon called How. And the first line of that says, and I'm not going to sing it, so don't worry, how can I go forward when I don't know which way I'm facing? Well, I think having a vision and a strategy for your competition or your league or county association will drive how you deliver the competition. So what's changing? We're moving, as I said, to the under 14, under 16, and under 18 and under 20. We're going to review the competition, the competitive opportunities offered in line with the age of the athlete. So it's not our job to develop events. That's the job of England Athletics and the home countries. And it's not our job to develop the athletes. That's the job of the coach and the club. What is our job is to offer competition opportunities for young athletes so that they can come to us and run their event or their events in a structured way, a meeting that's well officiated, and they know the timetable and they know what they're doing. So I think we need to separate ourselves from trying to develop the events and trying to develop the athletes. I hope everyone agrees with that. So continue to provide the best competitive experience for the athletes. As I say, the appropriate competition pathway. The reason we dropped the under 12s is we don't think that a national league is the right place for under 12s. I think under 12s are better served locally, more fun competition, not so competitive maybe, although some of them might want to be competitive. It's all about long-term athlete development and putting under 13s or under 12s on a bus and driving 100 miles to a competition where they perhaps only throw a shot put isn't the best experience for them. It's probably not the best experience for under 14s either, but we'll come to that a bit later. And working with the governing bodies of the sport. So we're very fortunate in that we've been funded previously by England Athletics, and we'll be going back to England Athletics for £250,000. Just joking. But for further funding as we implement the age changes, because there will be some additional costs involved in that. We have a very good results programme, and a very good entry programme, and that's all going to have to change. Between now and next year's AGM, we'll be doing the constitution and the competition format. We'll take that to the AGM, hopefully get all those changes passed, and then we've got 6 months, probably a little bit less, to really implement the changes, and that will include all the digital work that we need to do, all the communication to clubs, all the changes of the rules, etc., etc. So a busy time. Marion sat at the back and she's already having kittens, I think, and filling in her diary. And we also need to acknowledge that the league's owned by the clubs. So if the clubs don't like the changes that we propose, they're going to throw us out anyway. So we're going to have to consult widely and see what the clubs want to do. I know most clubs are very athlete focused. They'll want to do what's best for the athletes. And that's our plan. Thank you very much.